So as part of this watch party, we've got former Fairfield Stag, Taylor Strough, joining us now. Taylor, man, thanks for taking some time. Relive some of your glory days back there in Fairfield.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me. What a journey it was. And I can't be more thankful enough to the coaches, to the parents, to everyone, my teammates who, did it with me. And I've been so blessed with, the experience that I had and grateful for every, teammate, coach, like I said, that has helped me through to where I am today. It was an unbelievable journey.
Well, we're going to relive a little bit of that journey with you. We just showed people your win from this past year against Hofstra at home, and that was a big one for you guys. It was the first time you'd won a CAA game and snapped a 16-game losing streak in the conference. It felt like, especially the beginning of the CAA play this year, when you got that win, it felt like you guys had turned a corner. How big of a win was that for you guys, especially a bunch of you who had been on the team for 4 or 5 years?
Absolutely. I mean, it was surreal. I think that's the perfect word because, like you said, 16 games, losing streak. Every game was like a Super Bowl for us. We wanted to get that first win. And, as that clock started to wind down at the end, I think, in the video you could see the emotions on the sideline were already starting before that clock even ended. So I think that win meant the world to the program. It meant the world to the alumni, to everyone involved in Fairfield Lacrosse. So to do that and be a part of that win. And, I think it was just something special that, we'll remember for a while.
Yeah, and I have to feel like for you guys, too, I mean, the CAA was so tight, and it's not like you guys weren't competitive in the past. Like, you play everybody tough, but it just, like, you couldn't get that win. And to finally get it, probably had to feel like there was, like, a weight off your shoulders, too.
Oh, absolutely. Every practice was a grind. I mean, every practice we treated the same, but going in day in and day out in different games and just losing by that little much, it hurt. So getting that win against Hofstra, I think, was definitely a result of all this hard work in practice, and it came together, and it was a great win.
So you had a couple of goals in that game, more than 100 in your Fairfield career. Do you have a favorite goal from your college career?
That's hard.
Put you on the spot.
There was a game. I believe it was my sophomore year. We played Bryant, and my favorite goal was the game-winning goal. But just the feeling of all the teammates coming around and us just having that win against a great team like Bryant. That was one of my favorite moments. Just the dog pile, the whole 9 yards. I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah, game winners are a good one to have fond memories of. When I remember doing your games throughout your career, it felt like you could shoot from anywhere. Did you have a distance in mind, like where was your range was at, or did you just try to stretch it as far as you could?
Let's just say my coach thought I had a distance. I had a different thing in mind. It was kind of like if I felt like I was going to shoot, I was pulling up. That was it. But no, I mean, there was all different spots on the field. Wherever you feel right, wherever you feel like your hands are free, shoot or shoot, and you got to let it go sometimes.
Yeah, hey, that's a good attitude, and you canned a whole bunch of them throughout your career. You were at Fairfield at a time where you had a coaching change on top of then the pandemic hitting. What was it like to transition going to Coach Andrew Baxter, who came in right there before the pandemic, and so his first year gets cut short, and you guys are going through all the changes of having a new coaching staff in place while also then just not being able to be together?
Yeah, the transition was, for players, it was a very simple transition. I think the coaches did it in such a great way where they both embraced what they both were offering and they kind of blended together, and Coach Baxter accepted the role and accepted all the guys on the team with open arms. And I think the transition was extremely easy, but it was a whole new atmosphere. You gotta get involved with a new coaching staff, but I think they did such a great job integrating their philosophies and their style that, the guys bought in right away. And that's, I think, what was successful in being, a great program.
So we're going to take people back to one of the games from that 2020 season here in a minute. Your game against Quinnipiac, a high scoring affair. I felt like just about every one of your games in 2020 was a high scoring affair before the season stopped. You had a bunch of goals. You scored 24 goals in 7 games that year. What was it about the offense early on in 2020? Because like you guys had it clicking.
We were rolling. And, I tell everyone that COVID really got to Fairfield Lacrosse because we were in a really good spot when COVID hit and really took away the rest of that season. We were playing really well. The camaraderie in the locker room within guys was fantastic. So it was just unfortunate that COVID hit at that time. But that was a great year, even though it was 7 games, I think.
Yeah, I mean, those kind of numbers, that was one of your best scoring seasons of your whole career, and you only played about half the year. It's big-time stuff. Do you have a favorite game from your time at Fairfield?
I believe there was a win against Hofstra, and I think we'll touch on that. Getting that win, first CAA win in 16 losing game streak, that was huge. And just being with the guys and being able to celebrate in the locker room after with the coaching staff, I think was the best part about it. I think it meant everything to alumni, to parents, to everyone around the program. So it was very special. I think that's definitely my favorite win.
Well, that was a good one for you guys. We're going to show people another good one, that game against the Bobcats from back in 2020. Taylor, thanks so much for taking some time. It was fun to take a trip down memory lane with you. Good luck with everything, and we'll catch up sometime down the road.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.